guess who's back? Back again. Yes, the Duster is back, and this is the key of the vehicle, which is the regular remote type key. Unlock the car, lock the car. This is, I think, to turn on the light, and this is to open the boot of the vehicle. The key is kind of old, but the car is all new. In fact, 90% of the parts of this car are India freaking specific, which is absolutely crazy. Now, obviously, I can't jump from here. I'm not Chris. I'm going to rotate and come there. But before that, let me show you this awesome car perfume from Involve Senses. This is the Involve Elements Cosmic Energy. It's a very refreshing fragrance. It's a citrus type of a fragrance, and it's very easy to use. And I mean, it really refreshes you. Super freshness, smells amazing, and you can get yours with a 10% discount using coupon code FASTBEAM. Click somewhere on the top right corner of the screen right now. So I'll just do one thing. I'll just keep it here, and straight away, let's come to the Duster, which obviously has an evolutionary design change when compared to the earlier Duster, which was sold in India, but then it was discontinued because Renault was like, we need to. I don't know what they were thinking, but why did the Duster go away? Now, coming to the design of the car, obviously it has got a lot of cuts and creases and somehow a lot of fingerprints as well. Yeah, Daya would be really happy if he manages to come across this car, because it's a fingerprint magnet, at least the black color is. Now, coming to the design of the car, they have actually put Duster on the front. Right here, Duster is written, which is kind of over the top, honestly. There's a front parking camera here. The bumper obviously is finished in black, but you have got parking sensors. There are 4 of them right here. Straight away, let's open the engine bay. Gas struts, that's right. You get insulation here. That's amazing. And this is the turbo 160, because 160 horsepower, 1.3 liter engine. This is actually producing 280 Newton meters of torque, 280 Newton meters, 6-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox. They have a 1 liter turbo as well, which comes from the Kiger. 100 horsepower, 160 Newton meters of torque, and that one actually comes with a 6-speed manual only. And then they also have a strong hybrid. Firstly, let me close this. So the strong hybrid one is kind of interesting because it's a 1.8 liter unit, 8-speed automatic gearbox, obviously, and it produces 160 horsepower and 205 Newton meters of torque, 1.4 kilowatt hour battery pack, which is double the size of other competitors in the segment, like say the Grand Vitara, and they're claiming amazing mileage. 80% of driving in the city would be taken care by the electric motor only. So that's something which is interesting, but that will come around Diwali. So let's focus on this car for the moment. Now, in terms of the size of wheels, these are 19 inches. Not really, they are 18 inches actually. 225, 55, 18 is the size of the tires. I like the design of the alloy wheels, quite nice. This plastic body cladding which runs throughout the vehicle. It says iconic here, and it even says iconic here because Renault thinks that the Duster is iconic. You can also customize this thing, I believe, and the Renault logo has been given here. There's a camera right here. This car has got ADAS, and that's the reason I think the radar panel should be somewhere here. I can't find the radar panel, but you know what? There's obviously the camera there for lane keep assist. There's a rain sensor as well. I like how they've put so many cuts and creases here. So this is the most advanced Duster in the world for India. They have gone over and beyond. So 17 ADAS features in this car, and they have been fine-tuned for India as well. Now notice one thing, there is no request sensor here. Is a request sensor inside. Usually with Renault cars, now if you have the key in the pocket and approach the car, it will automatically unlock, and yeah, it has that feature, whatever. Door handles are hidden at the rear, and space at the rear is actually decent enough. Firstly, you can like fold the seat down in 40-60 format, but the thing is now you have to pull this strap, which is in that premium. Seat is fixed, okay, you can't recline it any further. But in terms of space, there's good amount of knee room. There's decent under thigh support, and footroom also seems decent enough. Meanwhile, overall legroom and all is decent, not the best, but not bad at all. However, headroom seems to be good enough, and then you have this premium spotlights here on the top. Okay, the door is open, so that's the reason why it is on at the moment. So yeah, just touch it and it works. This is well damn. There's a hook here, no height adjustable seat belts. There's a hook here as well. It gets 6 airbags. Renault's like this will get 5-star in terms of safety rating. And obviously the dashboard is actually quite impressive. This is to adjust the lumbar, rear AC vents, 2 USB-C charging sockets. And what is this? I don't know what that is, but I think that is to hang something if you want. Now, magazine holders you get here, a little bit scooped out, but here you get 2 pockets also, smartphone holders as well. That's kind of interesting. But why are the seat belts buckled up at the moment? I think because this car does not have load sensors or what. That's something I'll understand when I drive this car, obviously. Center passenger gets a headrest. You get a nice armrest with a phone holder, twin cup holders as well. So yes, the interior is not as wide for 3 people to sit comfortably, but it's really premium at the rear, and this is not having much of a hump. So 3 people will definitely be comfortable here, and 1 touch up and down power windows. That's right, 1 touch up and down. That's superb as well. Let's step outside and let me shut the door. There it shuts. Now coming to the rear of the car, it gets the connected light treatment and Duster written right here. So turbo 160 horsepower. Obviously you get 4 parking sensors at the rear. The exhaust is placed right below here, and there you can see the underbody. No all-wheel drive, no diesel either, which is kind of surprising considering the segment has 50% diesel sales. Rear wiper washer, high mounted stop lamp, shark fin antenna. And let's open the boot, which is quite interesting. You know why? Because it's a power tailgate, and the boot size is I think slightly more than 500 liters. Till the roof, if you measure, it's 700 liters, so biggest in the segment, but otherwise I think 515 liters, something of that sort. Yeah, this is a big boot. Loading lip is a bit on the higher side, and here is no spare wheel. There's actually the tire inflator, puncture repair kit, and obviously the tool kit as well. This is halogen light, hook here as well, and again that sort of a hook, I don't know what that means, but anyways, when I press this button, there it shuts. There's no dynamic function for the indicator, so it's kind of, you know, regular stuff happening here. Now fuel goes in right here, but I'm disappointed there's no diesel. By the way, these roof rails are very much functional. They can take 50 kgs of weight, which is quite interesting. Actually did not talk much about the lights as such, so no dynamic swipe indicators, full LED lights. In fact, it even says LED Pure Vision Renault there, which is kind of nice. And the fog lamp is placed right below, right position, so that it can be seen. In terms of ground clearance, 212 mm is the ground clearance of this car. Let's step inside. First things first, it gets 6-way power adjust driver seat. Seat ventilation for both the front seats. Position is here, which is not the most convenient to use. You get a proper dead pedal. Door pockets are like huge. One touch up and down power windows for all the windows, which is nice. Look at this stitching, quite nicely done. Carbon fiber sort of finish, which has been carried all over the dashboard as well. Seats are nice and comfortable. It gets a panoramic sunroof as well. Fantastic. And this is actually the audio controls, which is a Renault thing hidden behind here. Now notice a lot of buttons here for ADAS. This is for the fog lamps, I believe, and this is for stop start. Again, electric parking brake, boot opening, auto hold. So yeah, a lot of physical buttons, which is such a good thing. Let me turn off the indicator firstly. So indicator is placed in the right place now. There is no heads up display here. This is auto dimming, but Renault Smart, they have given a dedicated switch for the sun blinds. Yeah, for the sunroof and sunblind, there are different switches, which is such a nice thing. Let's open the sunroof. There it's opening. Yeah, here you get a mirror along with the light. Same is the case here as well. You get a mirror along with the light. This does not extend. Roof opens decent. Yeah, it opens even further. Yeah, that's actually a big opening for the sunroof. And obviously here you get spotlights. You just press it and it turns on. Gets connected car as well. This carbon fiber treatment has been done here. Hard plastics on the dashboard. Obviously it says Duster there, which has this nice double stitching too, which is kind of nice, and hard plastics lower down as well. Glove box is decent size, but they, I think, place the fuse box or something here. That's the reason it always becomes narrow. This was the case earlier as well. And there's a cooling function here, not really, at least I can't see that, but there's a light there for sure. Now the thing is, they have done a lot of different type of treatment everywhere. Here you obviously get a decent sized space under the armrest, which does not slide. This is nice sliding. And here obviously I have got this awesome tag from Involve Your Senses for the car perfume, which is nice. Let me use the horn once and see how it is. Yeah, the horn is actually not loud enough. It's decent. Here you have got a wireless charging pad, 2 USB-C charging sockets, and you obviously get a 12-volt charging socket as well. This is for getting into parking. So gas selector here is a bit different as well. Can you hear the horn? Well, the horn is nice actually, and it's a little like meek. It's not that great as such. It could have been better. Now this screen happens to be a 10.25 inch screen, which actually is kind of funky because the kind of menus you have here, they change like this. So that's the ADAS menu, and then obviously I can come into a different type of mode as well. Notice it says comfort here because obviously you can change that as well. So yeah, multiple modes here on the cluster, but there is no blind view monitor here, which is a bit disappointing. You have got buttons on the steering wheel. This is obviously for the cruise control. This is for the audio system and also to browse through that particular screen. Yeah, there you have got the multi-information display. The eye pressure monitor is there, eco monitor and all those things. So yeah, you can toggle through that as well. It gets this sort of flat bottom here, piano black finishing there, the new Renault logo, this nice stitching as well. Lot of physical buttons for the air conditioning. So lock and unlock the vehicle. Engine start button has been given here. Steering wheel is adjustable both for reach as well as rake. And easy to use the air conditioning. Clean air it says because it has got the PM 2.5 air filter as well. which is kind of nice. And you've got buttons here on the top. Yeah, they've put buttons here on the top for the volume, which is kind of cool, and I just feel like pressing the horn every time because that's so cool. Now this is actually a 10.1 inch screen and it has Google built in. Yes, that's right, Google is built in here, which means that you don't have to connect your phone. Obviously it has got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity, both of which actually work wirelessly. Fingerprint magnet at the moment. Yeah, so you've got the Play Store, you've got Android Auto, easy to use this thing. Google Assistant is there, Amazon Music is there, Prime, YouTube Music, and all those things have been given because Google is built in, so you don't need to connect only, which is absolutely fantastic. Come into vehicle here and then I can change a few things from here. But the most important thing is, how do I change how the car drives? So there's something known as dynamic chassis, wherein I have actually come into the 360-degree parking camera. How do I change this camera view? Like this, obviously front view, rear view, side view, top view, and all those things. And I can swipe and spin it like that as well. So yeah, camera quality is actually decent. And there, eco mode, comfort mode. There is no sport mode. There's a personalization mode wherein you can go and configure how you want the engine, whether it's eco or normal, and how you want the steering effort, whether you want it low or high. Life on board, ambient lighting. Okay, don't ask me again, but yeah, you can change the colors. So there are multiple colors for the ambient lighting. Okay, trying to personalize it, and there you can change it multiple colors, so it changes somewhere there, so that can be done too. Hill descent control is there, traction control, all those things, but the screen is not the easiest to use. I mean, the menu could have been slightly better and all, but yeah, they didn't put 3 screens here, and they have given us a lot of physical buttons, so that's something I would definitely appreciate about this car. Now straight away I am going to be turning off the vehicle by using this button, and yeah, that's silence. Okay, let's open the door. Does it do a swipe out or something? I don't know. I'm just going to put this right here and just spray it twice like this. So easy to use this car perfume from Involve Your Senses. Oh my goodness, the car smells super damn awesome now. Let's get out and let me turn off the car to show you whether the animations work or not. So here we go. Whether locking actually changes that. Animation, come on, slow and steady. Yeah, there's no animation as such, at least not at the front, only the mirrors open and close. So guys, this is my first look at the Renault Duster. Now Renault promises that this car is all about driving. Oh, look at those animations, crazy animations there. But Renault's like, this car is all about the driving feel. So in terms of ride and handling balance, it will retain the original's amazing ride and handling balance. So that's something you'll find out after a few months. If you like this video, make sure to give it the thumbs up, that's the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.